Hello and welcome to this reading. This reading is going to be on goals. So this is the card I pulled for this reading. So this has to do with what I got was you've seen the opportunities around you. You've seen the positivity around you. You've changed or shifted directions, and you're setting sail towards a new path. So you're changing your navigation, and you're doing this through changing your goals around, changing your priorities, taking notice of who's around you, kind of going through and seeing, taking notice of how people acted around you during these past couple weeks. I'm getting as you kind of are coming out of maybe a hermit mode, some sort of setback that had lasted maybe a year, maybe months, I don't know, but you came out of it and you found your voice somehow. And through this, your power and your ability to navigate your own life and see what blessings are really around you. So that's what this reading's going to be on. Let's see what wants to come through for this reading. What does Spirit want you to know in relation to these goals that you're setting? I think we're gonna start with some more of these Akashic Tarot cards, which is what I'm gonna be using. You got Architect on the bottom. Yeah, Architect. So you're literally restructuring the building that you had built. Like, things fell. Anyway, okay, I'm getting to start pulling cards. So what do we want to focus on? Wants to help? I'm getting Spirit wants to help you with these goals. So we have Lookout. Okay, we have On Track. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Forces. All right. So I'm feeling like from all of these cards that it's gonna take a lot of almost like patience or shifting to get you back to a more stable place. Not necessarily like Spirit's helping you, like you're really guided right now. You have a lot of experience being balanced and rebalancing in many different situations, which is on your side, which is also a blessing that you have, that Spirit wants to point out. Spirit is really wanting you to hold yourself to a higher light and see yourself, balance out any negativity that you may have going on internally. Okay, so things that could potentially shift you back into old patterns, prevent you from getting what you want, things that you've done in the past that now you're wanting to kind of create, not against, but create, because of that you're creating this, and it's a beautiful positive movement forward. Okay, yeah, so Spirit is trying, there's a lot of balance with your emotions and yeah, a lot of balance with your emotions. Like, you have a lot of like highs and lows that are preventing you from like sustaining this positive goal orient, like what you set your goals to be, and moving forward and like following those goals. Yeah, what is preventing these people from like what are these specific things that are preventing these people from kind of, I don't want to focus on okay, this is crazy. I'm feeling within the energy is like the energy that I'm trying to channel through is like the channeling is like the energy of what I'm trying to get. Like what I'm experiencing is the energy keeps trying to pull me back, and so I kind of get like confused or not a lot of mixed messages because I'm not quite able to sustain this clear, set forward streamline of energy, which is why Spirit's bringing this up to really help with this goal setting. It's almost like there's like a lack of rooting in yourself. So when you go to like do these things, you quickly get pulled back into old patterns. So what can we do? Like, okay, that is something coming through. So what is spirit like? I'm getting that you need a major balancing. Like right now, you're like leaning towards one side of the scale. And spirit, I'm getting like people or experiences need to happen to get you to the other side of the scale in order to like kind of get your streamline straight forward. So right now, like I'm just seeing like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and like by balancing out the ship, you'll be going straight forward where you need to go. Okay. This is gonna have to happen through confronting. See, I'm seeing this on the bottom of the deck, confronting the shadow or this like moon. So the emotions, I'm seeing the water, the emotions, and like I think that there was a period of time where you were afraid to go there for your emotions. You were afraid to kind of witness them. You know, you're avoiding being in your body. So the more you let yourself kind of sink into your emotions, the more you're going to be able to balance out and come back to center. This feels like a fresh of breath air. Okay, and then you're going to be able to easy reorient yourself and shift yourself. But right now you're like leaning towards one side, okay, and you're just trying to like get all the way to the center again instead of staying in the center and kind of just like kind of going like this. I hope that's making sense. So we're gonna pull a Rebel Tarot. So this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that the energy that is presenting itself, that is like kind of leaning you somewhat. There's some like rebellious energy. Okay. There's a part of you that like, how do we say this? It feels like almost like a teenage part, like a feminine energy though, like not a masculine energy. So So think of male or female, like think of a teenage girl and what she goes through and how she perceives things and what her priorities are. What did she need that she didn't get? This is kind of the emotions and the everything that's kind of sinking your ship and your goals. Okay, so like they're getting like to balance out this polarity, the one I'm talking about. This is like all it is. And it's not a little thing, because you might, this part of you, your feminine energy, in your teenage years, male or female, might have been really neglected. It just like tortured. It just feels like tortured in silence or abandoned. Like, it's just really, like, I'm getting like a lot. It would have been attacked. Your ability to be confident in your femininity. I'm seeing that almost like it could be past lives. Like, I'm seeing things set on fire. So I'm seeing, like, think of the witch trials, where witches were burned. Like I'm already like getting, my throat is like starting to like close up in my mouth. So that is blocking your goals. It's like a very like hidden energy, and like these opportunities are waiting for you. But again, with this, what can we do to help? This is the Sacred Rebel deck. Okay, I think it's important to read what this deck is like about. I'm being called to this. Okay, so this deck is the voice of the soul. So it's all about surrendering her body and mind over to the divine energy and become an emanation of love. Oh, I'm getting like so much choking right now. We must learn how to allow that flow and receive. Okay, so that must be something. There's something about this. I'm getting, there's just a disconnection between all the parts of you. I'm just getting a lot of anger and hate. So there's still a lot of energy. Oh, it's so sad. Like, it's sad what that part of you went through, and I'm feeling like this part of you likes to test things. So it's very testing. It likes to come forward and test people. So that's another quality of this part of you that's really like destabilizing this goals that you have to set for you to go forward. Just getting like just a little bit mean and judgmental. So this part of you really needs to create. You really got to get in your creative energy. Like with other people. Okay? That's what this part needs. So whether you have friends or relatives or siblings that you paint with or can really just let yourself be, is what's really needed right now to kind of, it's just so angry and judgment. It's just so quick to shut things out, and it's reality. That like it needs some radical expression. It needs to radically own its own feminine energy and just kind of be on its own for a little while, to kind of express, like, this is what I saw like earlier, was like, you know, when you're like a teenage girl and you have three of your best friends and you're sitting in a circle, like either doing readings or like one's painting their nails, one's like, you know, talking, you know, it's like a whole social exchange. But that in relation to like creativity, like, it's like this anger needs to be expressed. I hope this reading finds the right people. I know it's a little bit kind of niche, and if you watch this long, I'm so grateful that I can deliver this. This is all very much for you. But and you're one step closer to your goals by facing this part of yourself, and I really, really acknowledge that. It's not easy to kind of look and hear about these parts of ourselves, but Spirit would not bring this through unless it was really, really important. Okay? And I don't choose what comes through. I just allow and connect to the divine, and I allow whatever needs to come through to come through. And that might be another clue for you. You don't need to choose what comes through. You don't, it takes you out of the judgment of it. You don't need to plan ahead. You don't need to let other people in that you don't want to let in. Maybe this part just needs to express its sass. It needs to, like, just be okay with not wanting to do these things. Feels like a very much a rebellious feminine energy, but there's a rainbow in that energy when you're rooted in it. There's something special there. And this specialness is it's literally, I'm just seeing the ship sideways is literally just gonna go straight forward. So I think this is part of you has been the one to really like kind of destabilize your progress in a lot of ways. So we gotta focus on it. We gotta give it some give it the space to be what it wants to be. You know? Like, learn about what its priorities are. Okay, what else does Spirit want to bring through? Oh, I'm feeling like a lot of like very positive energy coming through. So whatever is coming, if you already feel this energy is being shifted. It's such a powerful feminine energy. It's like fire, but like creativity. It's all of the elements. It's not one. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, like, what does it want to do right now? Just wants to sink in, like, side of its body and be its own person. That's what I'm getting. It's like having a hard time being itself. You are having a hard time being yourself and sinking into your body because of all of the expectations and judgments upon you, and all of these conditions is why you're so disconnected from your body. You must, this is like, I want it, like, I don't want this, I want it to come across more loving, because this is love for that part. And it's nothing wrong that you're doing by not doing this. This is something we all like struggle through, and this is something that is like a phase in everyone's life to kind of revisit and, you know, find that part of themselves that they can take care of and nurture that they couldn't in the past. Okay? But yeah, I think that's all for this reading. that's all I'm really getting. It's like stopping there, and that's enough to, that spirit wants to help with this goal setting. Like that part's gonna hold you, it's gonna contain you. And when you're able to contain yourself is when everything around you will be able to match that. You won't be sucked dry by everyone, having to run around trying to discern everybody and their intentions and who they are to you. Okay? But I hope that helped. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. If you've watched this long, like or make a comment if you want to. I always appreciate reading them. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But yeah, until next time, thank you for listening to this. I hope this message served you in some way. And again, I would love to hear how it affected you or how it resonated with you in the comments.